Good evening, everyone. Good evening. We got ourselves a game here against Abadja Swari from Germany. And, well, let's get into the weeds here. Let's get into the weeds, start putting some subtle pressure, little, little kick storms, just getting the ball rolling. This is a pretty professional-ish playing from both sides, but Black is quite happy to get into this kind of position. This is totally along according to the plan. This is all according to plan. Now come question marks how to play this, whether we, because this is unusual. This is unusual and it's clearly trying to somehow further this ambition or enable something, but it's unclear move and it's blocked his bishop, which is unusual. Unusual kind of sequence. So how to exploit that? I think knight out right away kind of exploits it. What? So he just went back? Now I can deliver a check. That's a pretty bad check. All of a sudden, what will look like a very stylish, sophisticated game has become a minefield for him, and I don't think it was necessary. It was just a very quick move, knight f1. Maybe he meant to play the bishop there, mouse misclicked it. It's much more logical. Yeah. Oh, he disconnected. Fuck. Okay, well, whatever. Whatever. It was still an interesting position right until that moment. We'll have a very, very quick look at that to see how good or not that whole idea was. Okay, now bishop f1 clearly better, but what's our plan after? See, it's not like an amazing position for black, but we have everything pretty nice. You know, we've got a knight keeping an eye on this and this one keeping an eye on that, so it's pretty good. All right. Okay, let's play another game. Let's play another game. Ilva Shisham from Israel. Ilva Shishim. Yeah. Now we have to consider how we're going to develop this bishop. Could even do something very subdued. Are we moving the queen here or here? Maybe here is better. Maybe now we put the stops on this. Yeah, he's starting to run out of ideas. It's just he's playing on inertia, but here. Let's get something grooving. Let's try to get something grooving. Trying to get something grooving here a bit. Take this off. So now we have a big hole there in his position. We should try to exploit that. I think pawn up looks sort of correct, but this is a loose knight and it's a little bit dangling out there. And the idea was for him to have company or to go back. I think We'll take it with the bishop. If he takes this instead, then we have a knight check here. So he has to take this with the bishop. And yeah. Or if we come in here, we just heighten up some pressure, he can do this. Yeah, let's take him off. Take him off. Takes it with the bishop, and now we gotta hold on to this knight. This is tempting, but it loses the steam of the knight, doesn't it? So we gotta hold the knight steady instead. Pawn thrust is interesting, but also not ideal. Queen up is sort of helping with the long-term goal as well. So let's try that. Although, frankly, there's not much mating potential here. So instead, f7 becomes the square which we can try to pressure. But I think for sure this hole is the one to exploit one way or another. You know, his queen slipping off the radar a bit here. I think we should just ignore that rook, let him take if he wants, don't take if he don't want. It doesn't matter too much to us. Because we have this lovely check and now we have this lovely fork. So how to do this? How to do this? Okay, we take this first. Now we can take it with pride. Now fork him and finish it off. Yeah, little coaxing little weaknesses, it makes all the difference. And now we just come in from the back, try to get some material here. But let's also not be silly, as well, the game is far from over. So we have to leave us a little bit of a luft. And now if he goes for it, he has a check, double check. It's a good move. I give credit where credit is due. Credit is where credit is due, but still, let's not kid ourselves. You ain't mounting any sort of comeback here. It ain't gonna happen. Now I'm fighting for a queen trade, which, well, I do feel not the most ideal about it, but at the same time, now if he's trying to keep that queen alive, now he's gonna run some real risks at the back here. So we keep that knight honest, keep him at bay. We come in from the back anyway. Coming from the back anyway. Okay, he's playing good fast chess. Good enough fast chess. I can't see the clear attacking line against him. Putting him under some real pressure here. We'll facilitate the trade because we can play this position a lot faster. I messed up. He's trying to outclock us. I mean, we shouldn't be surprised. This is a player, you know, they're sneaky. They're very, very sneaky and kind of proud of how sneaky they are, which is perhaps a bit unenchanting. But it is how it is. It is how it is. Now he's planning his big sack shit. All right. No stalemate, I'm afraid. No stalemate. Good game. Annoying. No, no, you're not getting a rematch. Playing on like that, like a clown. You're lost from move like 15 or something, you know? And yeah. Well, look, it was a pretty decent game. And what can we say about it? He played very quick for no reason and gave himself a few holes to deal with. And we just kind of did natural attacking moves, not trying to do anything too fancy. And h4 was on the cards, but I still just went for simplicity. And this was maybe where I needed to check. So capturing already here. What's the follow up after this? h4. Okay, just h4, h5. So basically not trying to make anything happen just yet. Keep the tension and just start throwing pawns into the mix. So rather holding and advancing. That's simple. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. Instead, we went for clarification of the structure. And he just went into a major fork down. Major fork down here. Uh, it's over. It's over at this point. But he was a good player. Good and resilient in many ways. Not one who will die easily. You know, these guys are resilient. There's a reason why they have been around and why they are such a menace. They're clever. They're clever, but we missed our chances. But fortunately, we weren't gonna let him get away with daylight robbery. We were just gonna keep it simple and cool and all right, good game.